Hey all you cool cats and kittens. Today we're going to be doing our paycheck to paycheck budget. This is for April the 30th and we're going to go ahead and get started. So we already did our May budget. If you guys have not seen that, go ahead and click the link that I'll have up there so you guys can watch that video. Now if you guys hear a dog in the background, it is not my dog. There's a neighbor dog and I promise you, I think somebody need to call PHS, Pet Protective Services. PPS, Pet Protective Services. They need to call them because they be leaving this dog out all the time and he barking at the geese. So anywho, so if I seem slightly annoyed, that is why. All right, so we budgeted for $20.63. We don't have any other income coming in right now at the beginning of the month. All of our affiliate income comes in the middle of the month, so we just budget off of our paycheck. All right, so first things first, so I'll pop up. All right, so first thing up, we have the rent, and it is due on the 1st of May. And they were posting something about giving like rent forgiveness or whatever in our little community group, but we never heard anything back from them. But I think it is like by circumstances, like if you did have some that they were working with people, because they did say they were like taking partial payments or something like that. We have a whole community board for the apartment complex, which I think is so dope, even though it got kind of crazy, so they had to start approving comments beforehand, but it was really cool just to kind of go in there and, you know, post your opinions, post your feelings, and get it out your head. But now they have it so that you can't really do that. So anyway, we budgeted for $780. All right, and then we have insurance. And we budgeted, that is due 5/1, and we budgeted $250. All right, and then this actually is probably going to be the same. I don't feel like that's going to change anytime soon, so there you have it. All right, we have our iTunes, and this is for our Apple Music, which I've strongly been considering switching over to Tidal again, but I just love having Apple Music. Like, it's just so amazing. And I don't know, maybe we'll talk about this in another video, but I just kind of like love the fluidity of my Apple products, how just I can have it on one device and it just moves over to another one. And I don't know, so I don't know how I feel about Tidal versus iTunes anymore, but I did consider it when the Savage remix came out. I was like, oh, because it dropped on Tidal first before we could grab it on iTunes. Okay, so anyways, rando, this is due on 5. Let me make sure, because shoot, I being wrote down the wrong thing. Yeah, 5/2. And this is $16.41. That does not change, so we actually could go ahead and mark that one out because I know that one's not going to change. And then we have iTunes. This is number 1, and then this is number 2, which is our storage. And when I repurchased the storage plan again, it changed the due date of this to 5/13. This used to fall, like I used to have one iTunes fall at the beginning of the month and the other one fall in the middle, so I would like get them split up, but now they are not, and that's okay. So we have that. Did I put Apple Care over here? And I want to say Apple Care is actually the same day. So we need to make sure we put this over here. We're going to put it for 5/13 as well because it automatically comes out, and that's $9.99. All right. And then we have Zips Car Wash. I don't know why. Sometimes it's like, it feels like some days I write like really big and then sometimes I don't. And that's due on the 10th. So that's 5/10, and Zips Car Wash is $15.31. The only thing I don't like about this right now is I go get my car washed, but they have the vacuum cleaners turned off, so I'm unable to vacuum out my car. And y'all, I promise you, it seemed like everything Bubba touched end up on this floor, child. I'm just so I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm ready to clean out my car. And I don't have, well, I have a vacuum cleaner, but I don't have a, what happened to my portable one? I don't know what happened to my portable, like a hand one. I'm gonna have to figure out where that one went. But yeah, so I'm just making sure over here that I grabbed everything. Look, it's the 7th. Child, I said the 13th. All I had to do was just flip back. There we go. So let's put the 7th on there. All right, and then I'm so happy I did skip a month. I did that on 1/20. Okay. All right, so we have our Zips car wash blah, blah. Now I know that I haven't been doing my cash envelopes, but again, you guys know I still like to kind of equate for them. And so if you guys saw over here, I still put the $7.80 because I put it to the side in my account, but I'm just not pulling that money out, and I'm using it like where I need to use it at on my debit card. So pretty much like what I usually do with my groceries, I've just been doing that with everything because it just makes more sense. All right, and so our sinking funds, we have, just say on 5/1, just because it makes good sense to me. All right, so we budgeted for $80 for our sinking funds because we're still collecting on those. We don't want to stop saving, as like we want to save as much as we can, and you know, not save. I think that's important, to make sure that you still save regardless of what's going on. And I think that's where some of we kind of get caught up at, like, oh, I don't want to save for this because of this. No, we still need to be saving and doing our sinking funds and all of that during this time. Like, do not do your sinking funds. Like, still keep saving as long as you can. Again, categories to adjust. You definitely want to adjust your cash envelopes if you need to use more money because you have been laid off, got less hours. Definitely adjust your cash envelopes. Like if you have a personal care fund, things like that, I would highly suggest adjusting that there. All right, and then we have $3.90. Okay, for our cash envelope. So that's what we would take out for our groceries, personal care, all of that stuff comes out of this particular account. So what I've been doing, like I said, is just moving it over and just kind of putting it into another account that I have that I can use. And then I just use a card to pull it off of there, because going to the gas station, going anywhere, like I really don't like putting my hands on nothing. Like if I can do a transaction online, I do it online, so I don't have to worry about like touching nothing. It's just, it's the time we in, it's that moment. All right, and then we have a chiro appointment, and those are $40 every time, and that's on 5/6. Okay, so let's add up what our total expenses are. Oh, and for those of you guys who are new to my channel, my tithes come out of this before, and I already have another savings come out before it even touches this. Like, I pay myself first before I get into doing any of this other stuff, and it's kind of my thing, because what I don't want to happen is that I account for it. I just like it to go ahead and like, shoot, fly, don't bother me, so I don't have to worry about it. So I only account for like what my paycheck is after those things have already been automatically deducted from my paycheck. So just like insurance or anything else, all of that stuff goes. All right, so let's add it up, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. 250, 1641, 999, 999, and 1531. Plus 80 plus 390 plus 40. All right, so we're at $1591.70 is what we're budgeting for at the end of this paycheck. Make a big old line. So let's subtract that from the $20.63. So we're left with $471.30 at the end of this paycheck. So some things that we have to keep in mind: we may have a doctor's appointment, we have a follow-up doctor's appointment, which will cost me $30, I believe, is my copay now. $30 and potentially some meds. So I need to put that down here. Meds, I guess, you know what, but I don't know how much those ones cost, so I'm going to, I don't know if I'll have to get the refill before my second paycheck comes out. Like, I don't know, so I'm just gonna keep that over there just in case. So just to note that I may have to do that. And then and then we have Mother's Day, right? So we're probably going to spend $50 and send that to Mom. So this will more than likely probably come out of here or come out of a sinking fund. I'm not really sure yet, and I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna put a line around this, like how we're gonna pay this, because my brother and me split the money that we sent to my mom, so I'm not really sure about that. Oh, and I think I need an oil change, y'all. I jumped the gun, child. I jumped all the guns. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up here. This is what we have to do, and it's okay. I'm okay with this, having to white it out, okay, because I want to make sure I account for all of that. So we have an oil change, but my oil change comes out of my sinking fund, so I don't have to worry about, oh, did I just redo this for no reason? Okay, oh well, here we are. So we have an oil change because my car maintenance fund, it's got enough in there now. After I bought my tires, it does have enough in there now that I can replenish and start back doing my oil changes and stuff. But yeah, okay, here we are, and that is $45. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in Mother's Day. And the reason I'm not adding this in here is because I'm not sure if that doctor's appointment is this time. I really don't know when it is, so they're gonna have to call me. So I don't know, I think it might be the next time, not sure. So this is going to be $5.6 as well, and I know I'm gonna put $50 on there. All right, so let's go back to our calculatrice. Okay, let's add this back up, $7.80. And I guess the importance of doing this, this is why we budget, right? Like, so we can know where our money is going and why we go back over it and reflect, because that way if you miss something, you can go ahead and add it back in there, so you have, you know, as accurate as possible. I think that's the goal, is to just be as accurate as possible. So we're gonna budget for $16.86.70, and I still think this is like a good way to do it, leaving that oil change up there, because I do have the funds, so I really don't have to. But I would normally take that out of my sinking fund money, but honestly I don't have to touch it this time, so I'm just gonna leave it there for the time being. All right, so then we have $376.30 left over, and you guys know everything I've been having left over, I've just been throwing towards my savings account because of the uncertainty of the times. That is how I operate. And you know, I have been paying a little bit extra here, a little bit extra there on things, but nothing like outrageous where it's affecting anything. And more so than anything, I've been like reinvesting in the business and things like that, especially with everything that is going on. I've just been trying to do more things of that nature. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this paycheck to paycheck budget. Let me know how your budget is going for May. This is a good month thus far. I mean, we're doing pretty good. I'm mad that they opened this stuff back up, but who are me, you know? I could do another month in the house, you know, not having to worry, as long as jobs were still being secured. I know it's like, it's a gift and a curse. Like, you want people to go back to work, but you also want them to be safe. So it's a whole thing. But yeah, to all of those who are still working, you know, I salute you for still going to work. And for those who are unable to go to work right now, you know, my heart goes out to you guys, because I know there's nothing that you can do about it. Like, Absolutely nothing. And as you guys prepare to go back to work, make sure you know they have the proper PPE for you. Make sure there's some things put in place, and document. That's all I can say. All right, I love you guys in real life. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and as always, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Mwah. KK, bye.